Welcome to John Molina Jr., 135 fighter. John, you're coming off that pretty big win off Mickey Bay. Tell me a little bit about that win.
A great win, a great springboard to get back in the big scheme of things. Mickey Bay is a good fighter, and we did what we had to do, and we got the job done. Now we're coming off this fight, going into the 16th, fighting with on the Ward undercard, and to stay busy and keep the rust off.
Now your last fight, I mean, you pretty much proved to the crowd that John Molina is never out of that. He's never out of a fight. He's got that big power punch that's gonna put anybody on their ass. How surprised were you that you were able to take this guy out?
Leading up to the fight, I always knew in my mind I was going to win a decision. So the only feasible way to win this fight was to get a knockout. And so it wasn't a surprise per se as far as knocking him out, because that was the game plan, to go in there and knock him out. Unfortunately, it was a 10-round fight. That's why we wanted the 12-round fight. Matter of fact, I'm a fan of 15-round fights. Wish we can go back to that, but hey, it is what it is. We got the job done. Had it been a 12-round fight, we would have had 2 more rounds to spare. But hey, we got it done with a minute left, and I wasn't surprised. I knew that we were the bigger puncher by far. I was surprised at his capability of being able to take the punch, to be honest with you. Because if you look at the fight, granted the scorecards were accordingly. It was more of a seesaw battle than people. If people didn't watch the fight and just look at the scorecard, it was more of a seesaw battle as far as me implementing my will and him implementing his.
Now you're fighting again this week in a fight that it's not a huge fight, but you gotta take every fight seriously, and this fight will have you getting back in the ring. What are your thoughts about this weekend's fight?
I'm excited. I'm the kind of fighter that needs to stay busy. We've known that we've had some stagnant periods in my career, and they haven't boded well for us, given long layoffs and then big fights. That doesn't work out well. I'm the kind of guy that needs to stay busy, stay active, and this is what we're doing. We're staying busy, staying active. Don't look past anybody, because I've always used the analogy that even an infant can hit you in the mouth and make you bleed. So you still got to go in there and do your job. But looking forward to the 16th to getting in there and giving the fans a treat.
After this fight, there's a lot of names in your division. Is there anyone specific that you're looking at?
Of course, I've always said Figueroa. I mean, he's the one, but from what I hear, his hands are hurt, and I heard he's battling the scale as well. I don't know. That could be hearsay. I don't know if it's accurate or what, but like I said, Figueroa I think is the only feasible fight at 135 for me. Only other than that would be Gamboa, but he's nowhere to be seen right now, nowhere to be found. So I really think that the fans, the hardcore fans, the true boxing fans, and not even the adamant boxing fans, but the people that love a slugfest want to see me and Figueroa get it on. But I will also entertain the thought of going to 40.
And if you do have to go to 140, I mean, there's bangers everywhere you turn in the division. Who is the guy that you'd want to start off with at the 140 division?
I think Lamont Peterson would be a good fight, given his style. I think he would definitely accommodate me in the squared circle, and he'll sit there and exchange with me. But again, the list goes on and on and on. At 140, I mean, man, even I would like to put it on autopilot and sit back and watch all the fights that we can throw my name in the hat with, any of those guys. So I'm looking forward to. I think 140 is right there. This fight that we're fighting at is going to be a 39, 40-pound weight class, just to test out the waters, and I'm looking forward to it.
There's another guy that I can't, I don't go without asking about. And this guy keeps bringing up your name or whatever. It's the guy that you've already knocked out. Hank Lundy, man. What's going on with this guy? What's going on with you and this guy?
It's fun. It's mostly fun, but the thing about Hank Lundy is I think he's a little delusional. Saying here he is complaining about a fight that I knocked him out 4 years ago, again in his backyard, his promotional company. And he claims to be this big superstar, but he's really a big fish in a small pond, is what he is. And it's unfortunate, but I always tell him, you want your rematch, go make yourself a star, make it worth my while, and I'll knock you out again. That's no problem. But
why do you think this guy wanted that fight though? And he talks like if he was the one that knocked you out.
I don't get it. At the end of the day, I sometimes I have to repost on Twitter his box rec to show him that it was me that gave him further. He has 2 other losses that I think he could try to go avenge before he comes after me. And for him to say he's at 140, he's a killer and he's knocking people out. I'm sorry to break it to you, Hank, but you had 1 knockout since our fight back in 2010. So I think hammering Hank needs to go away. I think you're more like feathering Hank or something like that. But no, he's a good fighter. He's good at what he does. But again, a fight with me, I'm sorry. He says, let's get paid, let's sign the fight. But the reality of it is his name is worth about a wooden nickel. So there's no money in that fight. And Paulie Malignaggi said it best: this is prize fighting. You want to know the reason? Because they're paying me twice as much to fight a guy that is I can't say half your size because you're a little man, but you understand where I'm going with it. But the bottom line is this: when he makes his name worth some while, and the networks are going to pay for it, and the promoters are going to pay for it, I have no problem doing it again. But he's got to make it worth my while. Go make yourself something. All you beat was a Josie, who Matista already set him up for you. So go make yourself worth it, and then maybe we can entertain that thought. But until then, good luck in your career, and I hope you start knocking people out like you say. But I don't see it happening.
Thank you very much.